The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now Hall to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 24, Wilson able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first and 10, it's Hall. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hall again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And, Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 4, it's second and a couple. All again on second down. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Browns had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's 4th. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And Allen's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out. Watson lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Ball again on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Now it's Wilson. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up third and manageable.
And every play this run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a third and manageable. Nice decision-making and took care of the football.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll go again with Hall. And he stopped immediately there. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Wilson. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have moved out in front. The try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a Really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground, but an easy way to make it up to him. Get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. On 4th down, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The slot man in motion right. From just shy of midfield, Watson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Watson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. After the interception, here's Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. And to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Oh, this is blocked. The Browns have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt. Unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, there's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. A give running right is Chubb. And taken down just shy of the 40. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Watson off play action. He finds his man complete. That's Wilkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Watson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Quinnen Williams. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
To try again after the sack. Watson, he rifles one that's intercepted.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And this is caught by Allen. He's got a Jets touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ball again on 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I gotta think this offensive line is getting some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
127 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
In motion right comes Allen.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll find Hall. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That's out wide for Palmer.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
In motion, the tight end.
Back to the ground with Hall. And that one opened up for him well, as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Side is hauled in by Palmer. And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense on third down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson gets rid of it quickly and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. One more time with Hall. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give running right is Hall. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. So it's a victory here for